Hey guys, it's Perceive. I kind of wanted to do something a bit different today. I kind of wanted to shift the content on my channel from just the normal survival or comp match and kind of open up more discussions that kind of cover the social aspect of Destiny and streaming. Because I do think there's just inherent value in hearing another person's perspective or approach to gaming. And if you're interested in streaming or gaming in general, you're probably going to get a lot out of this. Now, we're here with Gumo today. And this is one of the discussions I've been looking forward to. And Gumo, thanks for joining us.
Man, appreciate being here.
Yeah, no problem. And if you're listening or and you've been watching the YouTube channel or you've been in the Twitch streams from a while, you know that Gumo is just naturally a very entertaining streamer, very funny, and he's someone I like to bounce ideas off of and hear his perspectives. And that's another thing too. Like, not every idea that someone has is gonna be a good idea, right? Like, you're always gonna have to filter out the bad ones or be able to learn from the bad ones. And I think it's always good to kind of have someone say no or have someone to kind of filter out something that may not work long term, right? Like, it'd be weird if every idea that I had was a good idea. It's like, oh yeah, I feel fly today. I'm gonna go fly off this cliff. Watch me, look, I'm gonna fly off the cliff. Or hey, I'm gonna rob this bank, man. They disrespected me. I'm gonna show that bank. Right, Gumo? I'm gonna rob that bank. Like, no, you have to have someone to say, nah, don't do that. Now, with every talking point we go over today, there may be a take that I'm wrong about, or there may be someone with more insight that could give a better perspective on it. But we're open to any of that feedback. So just leave it in the comments. It's a small channel relatively, but it's tight knit, and we'll see it if you can add to the conversation. So the first thing I wanted to kind of discuss was our Destiny communities and our YouTube communities because I think it's tight knit. And when I think about the audiences we've created, I notice we attract a certain type of viewer and a certain type of player in Destiny 2. Like, whenever you have a different approach, play style, or perspective that's niche, it takes a certain amount of creativity. And the people who can create relate to that the most are the people who are creative, free thinkers, and can go against the grain and make decisions for themselves. And Gim, I want to know if you kind of agree with me on that. Like, when it comes to the Destiny 2 PvP sandbox, does that perspective, that niche perspective and approach, do you think that translate into the gameplay your viewers watch? You can laugh. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I zoned out for most of it, so I wouldn't fucking laugh. So when I zoned back in, you're
Lucky.
asking me a question.
No, you're good. You're good. So, yeah. Do
How
you
far?
think
How far do
like?
we make it? Oh damn!
No, we're good. Let's just keep it.
All right.
So, yeah. So your audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we attract players who may not use like a traditional shotgun hand cannon loadout,
Mm-hmm.
or they may build deep into a build that is an underused exotic, right? So, like, do you think that being able to think outside the box, being creative, or having like a different approach or play style, do you think that translates into the gameplay that your viewers see? Because we both use loadouts that aren't necessarily traditional that you don't see too often, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think that translates into your gameplay? Like, your perspective and approach to Destiny, do you think that translates into what your viewers see?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, let's say someone's not running a traditional shoddy snipe type thing, and they're playing like us, fusion. The viewer is gonna see a totally different play style, something someone's thinking, oh, maybe I should do something else this way. Whether like a sniper is thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, sit here and lane the whole time, and but like someone who's running like a sidearm or fusion or something is, thinking, oh, let me flank around this way or try to switch it up a bit. And like that creativity that came from that build definitely translates into what the viewer sees in the
Yeah.
playstyle.
And I also wanted to ask, like, when did you start streaming initially, if you can
uh
remember?
I started streaming in June 2016.
June 2016. Now, like, what was the story behind that? Like, what were you doing at the time that made you initially start?
So I was in high school at the time, and I had always seen these Destiny 2 streamers doing all these trials hopes, and I was like, oh man, like I want to give that a shot,
Well, it'd
and
be
so,
Destiny 1, right? Because
oh shit.
initially, yeah. I mean,
Destiny 1.
yeah.
saw all these Destiny 1 streamers, everyone doing all these trials helps, I was like, oh man, that seems like a cool thing to do. So I had picked up trials. I started playing it more often. And I finally got my first flawless scene. I was like, oh man, let me try streaming it now, helping people. And so that's basically what, kicked off my streaming, just
Yeah,
playing Destiny all the time.
it came from a good place. And I would argue, 2016, you're talking like way, way back. Like I would argue streaming was less common than it is now. It was less
Hmm.
saturated at the time.
Definitely the directory looked a lot smaller in certain games and especially Destiny.
Yeah. And on the channel, on your Twitch channel, you mainly play Destiny, correct? Like Destiny 2.
Yeah, yeah, or yeah, Destiny 1, Destiny 2, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the next question, I want the people listening to kind of ask themselves this too. Like, Gumo, when you go into Crucible and you go into the Crucible playlist in Destiny 2, do you play it because it's challenging to you, or do you play it more because it's fun to you?
So me personally, I play it to challenge myself, especially in like certain game modes like elimination or something or trials. There's always going to be some level of like challenge there, I do have fun playing Crucible as well, but I do like to take more of a challenge.
So you would argue, like, if it was like a scale, you
Hmm.
would weigh more heavily into the challenge side of it than the fun side.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the reason I ask is what reason, what approach and line of thinking would give the game more replay value? Because if someone says they play for fun
Hmm.
and they match a good team in Crucible, like what's that conversation go like? Like, do you say, "Hey guys, can you back out and leave because I'm trying to have fun," or like, or is there a mutual understanding of that your opponent's going to play to win and you have to as well and kind of just deal with it? Like, I think it's important to know which train of thought gets prioritized when
Hmm.
you enter a match with somebody because that's going to affect your values and how you play the game.
Definitely the going in with the each team's going to try to win mentality. You can have fun and still win as well, for sure. Um, it's just the other teams, not some people might not try to have fun and just go for a win,
Yeah,
type deal.
for sure. So I want to shift the conversation on to something more complex to kind of make things more interesting. Now, when you think about streaming in general, there's people from all around the world, all walks of life, who can start a live stream and broadcast their message, whatever that message may be. Now, when you think about streaming and you throw in personal relationships, it can affect how other people interact with you and how you interact with your audience. And I'll give an example. So let's say I've been streaming and I have a big audience. And let's say I meet someone, they become my significant other long term. As a broadcaster, you're going to have to make the conscious decision whether or not you're going to share that relationship with the audience. And it's kind of a gray area where you have to kind of ask yourself, where do you draw the line between transparency and privacy as a streamer? And we're going to break it down and get a bit more in depth, but where do you draw that line personally for yourself? If you even thought that deep into it.
um, Personally, I mean, like I wouldn't put my whole life out there. My relationship is my relationship alone. No one else really needs to know about it. Now, if for some reason I felt comfortable with, hey, bringing my girlfriend on stream and she was comfortable with it as well, I wouldn't want her to feel uncomfortable in that type of situation. Then I would, if, everyone was like, hey, you've been streaming for this long, like, you mind if we, get to see like, who you've been with for all this time, type of thing. But
Yeah.
other than that, if she's not comfortable with it or, some aspects of life that, just don't need to be thrown out there, then I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Now, to kind of get get deeper into it, because there's two sides of it, right?
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
where if you do share a healthy relationship, you have that transparency with your audience, and this you're not living like this double life, quote unquote.
Hmm.
And some broadcasters may also feel inclined to share something that's that important to them.
Mm.
Like, if someone's always going to be there, like I see the upside to that. But on the flip side, if a relationship doesn't work out and it's already hard enough as it is, well, then the viewers see it, people kind of pick sides, and things could get messy, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to take it a step further. Now, if we go back to the example where I have an audience, I meet someone, and I'm open about them becoming my significant other. As a man, the reason my audience comes to me doesn't necessarily change that much. Like the draw to my stream could be the gameplay, entertainment value, or maybe you just like gaming in general. Now, the draw to the stream could be the same for a woman, but there's one added variable. There's a large market for female beauty and male attention.
Mm,
And there's people who will go to a female stream just because of how they look and the girlfriend experience and the fantasy of being with them. Like, even if the streamer does offer more than that in terms of the value they provide. So I would argue there's a bigger downside for a female streamer being open about the relationship than a male streamer
true.
because you might not be able to capitalize off the people who were there for that potential girlfriend illusion. That's a
Hmm,
dilemma
hmm.
where if you're open about your relationship with your audience, there's going to be an incongruency if you try to present yourself as a single woman that your male audience can attain. Like there would be a straw.
I feel like when we talk about that, like
Yeah,
maybe there should be some level of like transparency, especially with like well, fortunately, female streamers have to be like not they don't have to be, but
well,
like
they have to be careful.
they do have to be careful. Yeah. So I mean, it is kind of like walking on glass almost, because it's so tricky how like how much it could change. Like one thing can change so much.
Exactly.
So
Like
uh,
that's the insight. Yeah, that's the insight I wanted to hear from you. Now in your take. Now, let me know if you agree with me on this or not. Now, I think at the core of the dilemma, right, is that people are quick to take accountability and showcase decisions they make when it benefits them, but
mm,
not for the decisions that they make when it doesn't, right? Like if you're gonna show everyone a relationship and all the good that comes with that, you also kind of have to be ready to take on the task of showing everyone that you shared it with that it potentially ended, right?
mhm.
So there's kind of like an accountability factor that plays in.
Oh, am I supposed to
No, I mean, if
answer?
you had something to add,
I
but
mean,
if
no, no,
not,
I
so
no, yeah, agree with that. Makes
all right.
sense.
Now, well, Gumo, it's been a pleasure as always. Thanks for taking your time out of the day to speak with us. Now, where can the people watching, where can they follow you and just kind of drop a follow and stop by?
Yeah, so I stream on Twitch. It's Twitch TV/Gumo with three U's, Guumo. I try to stream usually on like evenings, whenever I can. Or I do trial streams, just playing with friends, enjoying, sitting back, relaxing type deal.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah.
Now, guys, I'll leave a link to our Twitch channels in the description box below, and I'll leave timestamps in case you guys want to see, specific parts of the interview. And guys, let me know if you kind of learned something or got a different perspective on things. I'd like to hear or have more discussions like this in the future. And if you have anything you'd like to add, let me know in the comments because I'll see it. So thank you for your time, guys. Bye.
Oh, and then I gotta be like, "Hey guys, it's Gumo here." I really don't know what to say, bro.
I know you don't. I'm not shit yet. That's why. All right, I think we're good on stream though.
Think so? Is it up? Oh yeah.
It looks legit, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It's better than I thought it'd be. Thought it
I
would.
think my camera's too high.
I
That's whatever.
adjust it now.
I can't.
That's that's,
Damn.
that's way too close.
Yeah, I was about to say, holy shit.
That's enough.
Can I just like stare in the camera while you're talking your introduction like that fucking
Nah, bro, that's awkward as fuck. Fuck no,
I know, I
bro.
know. I don't even know what's getting like fuck it. I'll move you to like my main screen. Mm,
I would say just avoid staring directly at the
yeah, you're
camera,
right.
like you said.
Yeah. Fucking
You good? No, don't do that. No, please don't do that. Anything but that.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Hey, how's it going? No, I'm kidding.
What is going on, guys? N Cooch here, rigging you.
I don't even. When you do I even say? I don't. I'm, like, how long do I just sit in silence here when you do your introduction?
I'll introduce you. That's fine. You just like hold on. Pretend you're like looking at something on your desk. Like I have a notebook. Like pretend you're looking at a notebook or something. Yeah, like that. Like
Okay,
that. Exactly what
I'm
you're doing right now.
just looking at my
Do
phone,
that
bro.
while do that while I intro you. There you go.
uh,
Let me tell you the exact line where you can. I will say now we're here with Gumo. Now we're here with Gumo today. This is one of the discussions I've been looking forward to, and Gumo, thanks for joining us. And then
oh yeah, glad to be here, Perceive.
yeah,
How you
you
doing?
don't have to say it like that, bro. But god damn, is
The
all
shit
right.
already going back. We haven't even started. Oh
All right.
shit.
Let me try. Let me try starting.
Oh, like thanks for having me, Perceive. No, okay, all right. You know we're gonna
Thanks,
have to.
guys.
You
You
know
have a
what?
squeaker voice. Thanks,
You know.
guys.
You know. This isn't gonna go like clean cut, right?
Fuck no. Fuck
You're
no.
gonna.
Stains did. Well, Stains didn't even.
Oh really?
Nah, Stains was rough. Even my mic was like kind of scuffed in Stains. But
Bro, I'm telling you, this is gonna. You got to make
Smitty's
cuts.
laughing his ass.
I know.
Smitty's laughing his ass off right now.
You gonna have to make so many cuts and edits.
Nah, I'm not cutting shit. One time. That's it. All right.
All right. This
Hey man.
oh, you gonna start
Hey.
it? All right, all right, all right. I'm trying to figure out the words to say when you.
No, just say, hey man, glad to be here. Just say
oh, like, hey, I'm here this year. No, I'm kidding. All right.
that. Don't act excited. I I try to act less excited than me. That's always
Yeah.
a good rule. All right, I'm gonna start. Hey guys, it's Perceive here, and I wanted to kind of shift my content on the channel from just a normal survival. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I started to think. I was
Uh,
no, no. It's not even you. It's not. Even,
because when I'm talking, I'm reading off of it's
no,
just
no,
a
no.
Microsoft Word document.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
just
It's not even. It wasn't even you. It's me thinking about what the fuck I was saying.
fuck. This shit's scuffed, dog. Smitty's crying right now.
It's me. I was trying to think about what the fuck I'm gonna say, so I started laughing. Oh shit.
Okay, we cannot laugh until I make a joke. Like because if you laugh, bro, good boy. If you laugh during this shit, it's over,
Oh
dog.
shit.
If you laugh during this shit, it's over. Like, because we're gonna talk about some like complex shit, and it's just like if you laugh, bro, it's done. Like the audience you just broke the fourth wall. The audience is like, nah, this guy's a clown. These guys are fucking clowns. Like, they have to take us serious to some extent, right? Because if they're like these guys are clowns from off the rip, they're not gonna take anything we say serious. I might have a good ass point, and they're like, nah, this guy's talking about fucking robbing banks and shit. So
All right.
cannot laugh. You cannot laugh, which makes you want to laugh even
Bro,
more.
I'm gonna
So,
try my hardest. All right.
but
Fuck, I don't even know what to think. All right.
just pretend to look at your phone until I introduce
I
you.
am looking at my phone. That's the thing.
Now we're gonna start. Okay.
Wait.
Fuck.
Yeah, this shit gonna be a long one. All right.
All right. We're good.
I think so. Yeah.
All
No
right.
guarantees.
Hey guys, it's Perceive. And today I kind of wanted to shift my content from just a normal survival or competitive match, and I wanted to open up more discussions that focus kind
You
of on
gotta
this.
stop it. You gotta stop it. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Start laughing, bro. God damn it, bro. This is.
at least be serious till I introduce you. Like, goddamn.
I'm trying, dog. All right. Fuck. This is hard, man.
I wanted to ask questions that like only a Twitch streamer could answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think one of the common mistakes is people will open up about their relationship,
Yeah.
and then they break up, and it's just like everyone knows. Like, I feel like that's an easy trap that people could fall into.
See, like the thing is, I like I don't hide my relationship. Well, okay, so I keep it. I don't throw it out there, right?
Yeah.
But if someone were to ask me, or like sometimes I'll say like, oh, me and my girlfriend went to go, eat something, on stream, but if someone were to ask me, oh, you in a relationship, I'd be like, yeah, of course. They want to know how
Well,
long, I'll tell them. But mhm.
um, to say you're probably polyamorous, problem solved. Well, I was looking on Reddit. I'm like, because I was reading like it would benefit a lot of people, a lot of women, female streamers, to hide their relationship and just get money from the guys who like think they're available, right?
Yeah,
So it's just like it makes sense, but no one talks about it. Like it's almost like two-faced. Like if you're a viewer, what does that put you in? Like if you're a viewer and you've been subscribing to someone for years and years and years, then there's like, oh, they've been with someone this whole time. Like they're not even available as a potential girlfriend for me. That could they're simps, but that would like break them, probably ban off Twitch for that. But like it's I wouldn't call it two-faced because like the female streamer didn't lie. She just didn't tell you,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Hmm.
But it's deceptive. Like it's like, oh, you hit that big deal. Like that's it's like a long-term thing, and you didn't even tell anybody you're out here looking single, presenting yourself as something you're not. Like, what position would that put the male viewer in? So that was like I kind of wanted to hit on that harder, but
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what I was looking for. But I think we covered it, but it was in the interview. It's shallow, but I feel like
Yeah.
there's a deeper conversation there and there's like nothing on that. Like I was looking on the internet, like do people talk about like hiding their relationships on stream and trying to be deceptive and all that? But I think people kind of pedestalize streamers now to
Hmm.
where it's just like, oh, they could do no wrong. It's like, I don't know, they're not telling y'all shit, right?
Yeah, 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 for sure. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, like, yeah, it's deceptive, but like, you got to think about it like from a different point of view. Let's say, all right, so people when they find out a female streamer has like a boyfriend, right? They're like, oh, you hid it from us, you lied. But do they say
Yeah.
the same thing to a guy though?
No, it's different for a
No,
guy. 'Cause, well,
they,
I said that in the interview. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
different for a guy. Like, the reason you come to my stream, like, I guarantee you, Smitty, EP, Rowan, they're not here because I look good.
they try to
They're not.
get,
It'd be
yeah,
weird if they did.
yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
weird. But they're here because their entertainment value. They like
yeah,
the
yeah,
gameplay. They like
yeah.
the conversation.
Hmm.
But women, that's a that's a market they can take advantage of when it comes to like attracting male attention. They could take advantage of that and make a lot of money. There's a lot of money in that.
Yeah, yeah,
Right? If he says, bro, I'm here for that. That's okay.
yeah.
But there's so much money in appearing to be single. So it's almost like a harder decision for a female to make. Like there's more weight. Like there's a whole market, adult entertainment industry, a whole market for people on male attention, beauty and male attention, and
Hmm.
attracting. Yeah, Smitty, that's a good point. Like the hot tub streams, right?
Bro, let me
Like,
start one.
yeah. So it's just like it makes sense for them not to hide that. It makes sense
Hmm.
for them to hide that relationship. But there's a lot of people who once the girl has the boyfriend, they're open about it because if a girl's proud of the man they're with, she'll be happy to talk about them. Like that's all they'll talk about. It's like, oh,
Hmm.
we did this, this, this. He likes this, and he likes to eat here, and all this other stuff.
Hmm.
But if they hide it, you could argue maybe they're not as proud as that dude. Like maybe they're trying to keep their options open, and you know,
Damn.
you
Mm.
see what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it makes sense to kind of go in that direction. So that's what I wanted to bring it up in the stream. But I know it was a
Hmm.
curveball, but I'm like, I probably can't even ask this with anyone else without being like offensive or anything. I could ask a female streamer, but they wouldn't want to even like be viewed as that way. Like they'd be like, "Oh, you're objectifying me, perceive? That's mean." Like, I fucking get canceled. I would get canceled so goddamn quick.
Perceive me and new canceled. Just canceled on Twitter.
And they're not wrong for that, for taking advantage of their looks and beauty, whatever. Like you do you, but it's it's a decision you have to make. Like, do you want to jeopardize that for a relationship? And there's a lot of girls who will say no, and it's a business decision. I'm not saying either, but it's a real dilemma. But people don't really think about that. Like, I guarantee you, all the streamers you watched, if you're a viewer, the average viewer will not think that deep into the dilemma that an attractive streamer would have. So
Mm-hmm.
that was all. I wanted to bring up some of it. I
Bro,
think we kind of covered it
let
briefly.
me let me get in let me buy me a whole hot tub and shit and I'm that dudes even has there been any dudes that have done a hot tub stream? That's a real question.
I would like to have like discussion points like this. I
Yeah,
feel like
let's do a podcast.
yeah, nah, I'm good.
Where's the bonus question? What does it mean to be a fusion rifleman? Hell no.
Oh yeah, how often do you get farmed, shitter? No,
Oh, like 3 days a week.
oh, looky. All right, I'm gonna end this shit.
Bidding in the interview was great. Oh god.
Thanks for watching.